they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah.
Hello to all of my fellow golf junkies and welcome to this week's episode of Graybo's Giblets. We have condensed all of the noise in the golf, podcast, and gambling universe into this 15-minute bite-sized giblet for you. I'm your host, DennyOneTime, joined by Donald Gray Burnett III, a.k.a. Graybo. Graybo, what's up?
What's going on, everyone? Great weekend, Memorial Day weekend, but not a good golf weekend for me. Probably my worst of the year. Complete goose. So let's do better this time.
You're regressing to the mean, Gray.
Let's do better this time.
The mean. We're also joined by our head of retail operations and podcast producing aficionado, Fitzy baby. Fitz, what the heck is going on?
Producing aficionado. I wish people could have heard the last conversation we just had about. I know.
Why is this light on? I don't know.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Shameless plug at Graybo's. We are now streaming on Drip. So what that means is you should go to Instagram, find our Drip link, download Drip, get a free $15 credit for doing so. Buy into our first break, which is Friday night. We're doing a big baseball break.
Big baseball.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Friday Eastern. 9-box mixer. It's going to be fun. We're mixing it up.
I'm going to be there.
Go get a spot. They're going quick.
They are going fast, relatively. So let's start by rehashing last week's one and done results.
All right. Yeah. Let's lead it off with our big winner of the week, DennyOneTime. Went with the Scotty Scheffler play. Not a lot of people did.
Nobody did.
I think you're the only one.
Yeah,
I was the only one.
Third place finish. Could have easily won it if he made any of those one putts from within 5 feet. And if he would have, you might be sniffing the top 60. But
instead, I went from 68 to 65th.
Yeah.
God, it's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Being the big winner that week.
Burning Scotty Scheffler, one shot off the lead. Only guy who took him. And still, I move up 3 spots.
You won't need Scheffler later in the year.
It's sad.
Moving to me, Cam Davis is a joke, and so am I. Shoots a 74 on Friday, doubling the last hole to miss the cut by a stroke.
They call that clutch.
That was pretty sweet.
Doubling.
Graybo still in third. Fleetwood did cost you a cut made.
Too much pressure.
So you missed a chance to chip
away
at Jimbo's lead there. But
yeah, I think the leader, Jimbo, had Morikawa, who had a good Friday and made the cut, maybe on the number. But I don't think he finished high enough to even
like $50,000
matter. But this is a new week, a bigger purse. This is one of those top tier tournaments. And I've been saving a guy for this tournament all year. I do it every year, and we'll talk about him shortly. But you guys want me to get into the
let's jump right into the course overview. Tell us about Jack's place.
Yeah, let's go to Jack's place. We head to Dublin,
Ohio,
Muirfield Village
Ireland.
Golf Club, par 72. This is a long course, 7,500 yards. A very, very hard course. Always top 10 on tour as one of the hardest courses on tour. You need to hit the fairways this week because if you don't, you'll be trying to save par. This is probably one of the most penalizing roughs if you don't hit the fairway. A lot of times guys can get away with it, but this week it always plays tough. Water hazards are pretty much in play on every back 9 hole, so you'll see a lot of big numbers. Birdies are there. You can hit the fairways and hit the greens. That's hard. But if you can do that, there are birdie holes out there. But you can hit a big number real quick and drop you out of the lead real quick. So the back 9 on Sunday will be fun. What you want this week, stroke gain approach is so important. It's important every week, but it's so important this week, getting off the tee and finding those greens. Putting on bent grass, which we've seen the past couple of weeks as well. You need to be great around the green if you're missing the greens. And just safe golfers, guys that are not going to try to risk everything and go for the green and try to be a hero on day one. You want guys with great course history and that can play really tough courses. Those smart golfers, those solid golfers. And let's go find some.
Kind of like you and me, right?
Exactly.
All right, well, let's jump into segment 1, DFS, our daily fantasy picks. Category 1 is chalk, folks, 9K and up. And Gray, is this the guy that you saved?
Yes, this is a guy that I saved and will be playing one and done. He's going to be chalk, but I have to go with Patrick Cantlay at 10.5. Just look what he's done here. I mean, he's won twice here in the last 4 years with a 4th place. The other time he made the cut, I think it was top 30. But I also will have Scotty. He's just so good. And look at his last 5, and it's just 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 5th. Still trying to get a big win. If he could putt, he would win every tournament. This guy is unbelievable. So I will have some Scotty, but I'm going to have a ton of Cantlay all weekend here.
Fitz, you going Cantlay or are you getting weird?
I'm going to get weird. I do
right.
love Cantlay. We'll have some Cantlay action somewhere. I'm going to try to go with an ownership pivot, hopefully, with JT at 9,200. Finished 4th here in 2017, 8th in 2018, runner-up to Morikawa at the 2020 Workday Charity Open that was hosted here.
Hashtag research.
Nice name drop.
And that was a long time ago. But he's starting to play a little bit better. He had a kind of poor showing at the PGA, but I like his number here at 9,200.
I'm just scared he can't hit a fairway. He's so bad off the tee.
I have no rebuttal.
He's so.
Let's just hope he does.
But I like that. Like he's probably got a good betting number. I think it was around 30 to 1. So I like that play, like ownership. Got to get weird DFS.
Yeah, I wish I was smart enough to get weird here. I'm going Cantlay as well. Gray talked about his course history, and then he's quietly, his last 4 starts, Cantlay's been 3rd, 4th, 21st, and 9th in his last 4 starts, which you've barely heard about him because he hasn't won anything. But he's good form, good course history. What else do you want in this world?
I mean, he's ice. He's not, the most popular golfer because he doesn't show a lot of emotion, and that's why you probably haven't heard about this 3rd, 4th, and
right
21st and 9th. But they call him the Iceman.
Yeah,
he's going to be ready.
So let's get into that next tier down, 7,000 to 9,000. Gray, who are you liking in that range?
Yeah, I got 2 here in the 8,000s. It's just a great price for a guy that hits, every fairway, every green. He's up there with the best tee to green, and that's Corey Connors. I know he's going to be chalky, so you could pivot to Adam Scott at 8K, who's been great on these hard courses the past couple weeks. But at the PGA, you saw him kind of start to lose his driver, so you could be a little worried about that. But I'm going Corey Connors here. The guy's just solid off the tee and tee to green. And then I'm going to go 7,500, Billy Horschel. He comes in without the greatest form, but again, you can look at course history and, someone that if you look at the other guys in the 7,000 range, this guy's just a better golfer than them, and he won here last year. He has a first year. He's 13th, 9th, and has made the cut last 4 years here. I think he's gonna be tough, and I like Billy Ho.
Fitzy, baby.
We love Billy Ho.
We do.
Even when we don't benefit from him.
Even when we don't benefit.
I'm gonna tail that. I'm gonna go with Connors as well at 8,300, just because he doesn't miss fairways, and that's important here. I'm also gonna sprinkle a little DennyOneTime McCarthy.
It's always fun to say Denny.
We do love that.
Boy can putt. 7,600.
He is 3rd in good drives gained and strokes gained putting on bent grass. So I think he's due. We haven't seen much from Denny this year. So
he's just makes cut, like solid, making cuts. Man can putt.
Yeah,
and they're gonna be fast here. So
yeah, the 2 names I'm looking at in this range. One is the guy that you always think you're trying to pick the time he has his first win. So Thagala. Had a T5 here last year and 32nd the year before, so he's getting better at this course. And he just seems due to win at some point. And then the second guy, so he's 8,400. The second guy, a little cheaper, is Harris English at 7,400. Fitz this guy. Might sprinkle a bit of him as well. Let's get into our long shot. So under 7K. Gray, are you taking Jeff Beck's favorite golfer?
I am. Going back to the waste management here for my bachelor party. We're referencing a lot of that this podcast. Kevin Streelman, 6,700, good form, 9th last week, and then also an 18th at the Wells Fargo, which I compared kind of as being a tougher course. Puts it in the fairway. He's a smart player. He won't take on the water. He's not a long hitter. So he'll be smart about where he goes. It's all about accuracy this week. And he has a 13th and a 4th year in the last 4 years, which I really liked at 6,700. So, if you want to go up top, which you will with Cantlay, and even Rahm is a good play. He's been good here and probably would have won if he didn't have to withdraw because of COVID and would have beat Cantlay. Was up like 6 or 7 strokes on him going into Sunday and tested positive. So Rahm is also a great play. You're going to need some guys in the 6K. I like Streelman. Also like y'all's 2 picks coming up here too.
Fitz, so you like cheap?
I'm going to go with the bomber. Unlike Gray, I'm going to go with Taylor Pendrith at same price, 6,700. He is great with the driver, and he is starting to play a little bit better. He's got 3 top 30s in his last 4 starts. So I'm going to roll with
Mr. Pendrith. Yeah, I'm taking Joel Dahman, the guy who's never going to win ever, but he makes a lot of cuts, and he just seems really cheap at 6,400. I don't quite understand that pricing compared to the guy he's down there with. But he's made 6 of his last 8 cuts, and under 7K, 75% chance to make a cut. I'll take that. Give me Mr. Dahman.
It is really low for him. Usually see him probably like low 7s.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just probably playing really bad. Yeah, like that.
And he's a coward, but that doesn't matter. Cowards make cuts. All right, so let's get into that's a good bumper sticker. Yeah. Cowards make cuts. Let's get into our one and done picks this week. I'm gonna try to stay hot. I'll tell you that. Gray.
Like I said, this is a big purse, one of those top tier tournaments, and so I know that he's probably gonna be popular. I hope a lot of people use them. I didn't really check that because I didn't really care because I was gonna play him. So I'm playing Cantlay. He's a monster here. I wait for this tournament just to play him every year in one and done.
Fitz?
Yeah, I think Cantlay was about 40 people have already burned him, so probably 40 people will use him this week. I wanted to also take Cantlay. I have already burned him myself, so I'm going to double down Justin Thomas and take him here.
Fitz, what do you call a constipated chicken?
Cantlay.
There you go. I'm taking Cantlay. I had a non-G-rated version of that, but we went with constipated chicken instead of something else. All right, so let's get into our outright winners. Who are we actually betting this week, and what are the odds we're taking on what site? Gray.
Yeah, I didn't love a lot here because I think you're going to see I might actually go Cantlay at 10-1. I have not pulled the trigger on that yet. And then Rahm Scheffler, you have a lot of guys that their numbers are just not what I like to bet. But I do like one. One big one is Corey Connors at 50-1 on FanDuel.
See, that seems too high, doesn't it? 50-1.
I mean, this guy almost won the PGA, right? Like he can play with the best of them. If he can make a few putts, he'll be up there, and that's a great number. The other one, I'm just going to take a stab on this guy. He's won before, has winning upside. 6 last week. Showed some good form last week. Is Burns at 45-1 on FanDuel. And then nothing else really caught my eye.
Fitz, are you going to hit JT a third time here?
Yep, tripling down. That's never failed me. So JT at 30-1 odds. I'll take that. I'm also going to take a little Jordan Spieth at 40-1 just because no one's talking about him at all. 40-1 odds.
He's pretty good here. He's been top 20 here every round.
He's not hurt, so I don't know. People are just scared away and
missed the cut last week.
Raised it a little bit.
And then, I'm going to obviously take Corey Connors at 50-1 as well. I'm also thinking about Cantlay live. I'm hoping he maybe stumbles on Thursday.
That's
and
good
I can
advice.
Get him at a little bit better odds than
10.
That's great advice for our listeners out there. Especially look at the live with a lot of good golfers that, might be 4 or 5 back because there are going to be big numbers out there.
I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on a few folks. I think I will take some Cantlay at 10-1. I hadn't thought about Connors until you guys started talking about him, but that's too good to pass up. Tagala is 60-1. Cashmere Keith and Harris English both are 150 to 1. And they both had some success here. And I got the guy who keeps popping up.
Y'all love this guy.
Bazudenhout. Look at his last 6 weeks and look at his course history here. He's had some success here and he's been playing pretty well. Why can't he sneak in there?
Yeah, I'm not saying anything anymore. I thought I've fried Grillo for 3 months and he's lost
maybe
me
that's
money.
Is that our good luck charm? If Gray makes fun of our pick,
and
pick him
Grillo
3 weeks
won
later?
last week, and now I'm making fun of Christian, and he's probably going to win.
Say his last name.
Bazudenhout.
Okay,
That's
good.
not bad.
Our 8th variation.
But all of that sounds fun. Finally, heading into our last segment, what we call We Riding, which is our best bet of the week. Fitz, why don't you update us on what happened last week and where we stand year to date? Somebody's falling downward.
We might have to change the segment into We Dying. This is a bloodbath. Graybo through 8 weeks down 3.17 units.
But
We
Fitz,
got a
Gray-
lot. We got a whole summer, right?
Hey, Gray, but think about this, though. If you just put your unit this week on Connors to win and he gets 50 to 1, then you're
Right.
up 47 units.
Right,
Okay.
but this is your lock, right? It's supposed to be your lock.
Do whatever. It's your unit. Do with it what you want.
Hayden Buckley, right, missed the cut, and I said Rogers was going to miss the cut. Roger made the cut, and Buckley was terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, fade me and you'll make money, so you can ride that way.
So he Gray's down 3 units year to date. Fitz, where you at?
I'm plus 2.4. Should be
Look at you showing off.
plus 4 units, but sweet Akshay.
What happened?
Shot a
Akshay.
77 on Sunday. I was looking at this on the way home. He was plus 2 through 12 holes and cruising to a top 40.
Oh,
No
easily.
doubt in my mind. And I didn't even have to worry about it. And then he shoots plus 5 in the last 6 holes to miss that. That was tough.
And
Denny,
then-
you are just above water.
Yeah,
We'll call it a half unit.
sure.
Todd, your boy Todd, just didn't have it.
Guy's named Todd.
Started out strong.
But the good news is you are still up $380,000
If we're betting $1 million a unit,
hypothetically.
Fair enough.
Collectively, we're down 0.39 units.
Well, that was last week. Let's talk about this week. Gray, who you putting your money on this week?
All right. So you're going to want to go the opposite here. We're going to stay with matchups. We're going to stay with matchups, but everyone is kind of, same juju on this podcast this week. Corey Connors, I liked his matchup minus 110 over Henley.
And to be clear to the listeners, when you do matchups, you doing day one or the
Yes. Make sure I'm doing full tournament.
full tournament?
Because I've done that before. It was just a day one. My guy lost, but then ended up winning the whole, after 4 days. So it's full tournament. Yes. Corey Connors over Russell Henley, and that's over at DraftKings.
Okay.
But I just got a text message as doing this podcast from David James.
Breaking
Okay.
news.
So breaking news. And David James, one of the best
Corey Connors has withdrawn.
DFS players and gamblers I know. Very smart guy. Top Englishman. Get this on DraftKings at plus 800. Aaron Rye.
Yeah.
Is it Aaron Ray to be top Englishman this week?
Really?
That's a lot of value this week.
That's a lot of value. 800.
So he's the third favorite behind Hatton and Fitzpatrick.
I'm always fading Hatton, but I don't like fading Fitzpatrick.
Some value there.
But 8 to 1 might make me that.
So I will bet that, but it's not my best bet of the week. But just so y'all know.
So yours Connors over Henley minus 110. Fitz, who you like?
I will also bet that, Gray, because I will do anything that anyone tells me to do. So I'm going to stick with Corey Connors here, just in case that 50 to 1 doesn't hit, which it will. I'll take him top 20 plus 175 on FanDuel.
Love that.
Very nice. I'm taking my guy Thagala, top 20 plus 190 on DK. I think he's going to win it, so he might. If he wins it, he'll be in the top 20. Is the way I'm viewing it.
I mean, and I take all y'all's bets. So
All right,
just
let's ride. Let's ride all
do it.
three.
This week I like all three of those.
Connors.
There's
and
some weeks where
Thagala.
I'm like, what are these guys doing? And then y'all win. I'm like,
Okay.
They know
Well, yeah.
what
If you
they're
bet our 2 and win, and you lose yours, you'll be 2-1.
there you go.
Well, folks, I hope you're as excited about Jack's Place as we are. Thanks for tuning in. That's all we got today. Appreciate you around with Graybos. Be sure to tune in next time to see how we fared. Please make sure you're subscribed. Give us a follow and a review. You can email us at info@graybos.co. You can follow us on the gram at graybos_cards. Stop by the shop at 214 East Gray Street.
Come see us.
As I mentioned before, follow us on Drip. There's an app called Drip, Drip Shop Live. Debut break is Friday, June 2nd at 7 p.m. 9-box multi-year baseball mixer. We're going from 2018 to 2023. So anything from Shohei up to Drew Jones. $110 a team, random team mixer. We would love to have you there.
It's going to be awesome.
I mean, gonna be a lot of giblets.
Thanks for riding with Graybos.
Giblets.
When I go to sleep, I don't see sheep, see dollar signs. $100, got him beat the eyes for the 100th time at a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant, now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5, Graybo's on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window?